Michi. Today I started burning the Mitra candle. Oh, nice. Springy. My gut is massive. My gut. My gut. That's a funny name. What does it even mean? So it's not like maggot. I think that has two M's. What are you wearing for a scent of the day, Michi? Yeah, maggot. That kind of those flies are like with two G's. And what does maggot mean? Oh, maggot. Maggot is a term with multiple meanings, most notably referring to a Barbary macaque, a type of tailless monkey. Oh, is Punch a maggot? Or a small grotesque seated Chinese or Japanese figurine? Grotesque. It's also famously associated with historic Parisian cafe Les Deux Magots and can informally mean a nest egg or hidden loot in French. I wonder where the name comes from, because that's kind of a weird name to put for some a fragrance, especially. Hi Sam, how are you? Hi Dushan. If anyone knows where the names come from of the fragrance Magot, I don't even know how you say it properly. Is it Magot? Feel free to let me know. I wonder if the website has. Hold on. The ETRO website has any. House of ETRO is one of the very old houses of fragrances. Just seeing if there's any definition of the perfume. Does even House of ETRO has a website? Okay, ETRO. Scent of the day, Bellamy. Nice. Bellamy, just the regular Bellamy, not Bellamy vetiver. ETRO. Okay, here. Let's see. I think it means a pile of cash. Oh, really? Interesting, because that wasn't in any of the. Hold on. I'm always curious where the names of the fragrances come from. Well, is it discontinued? Oh, that's weird. Woman. Oh, ETRO is a. They have clothing? I didn't know. Like, I guess they're a designer. ETRO is a designer with clothes, bags, accessories, all sort of stuff. It's not just perfume. So I did not know that. Oh, but someone said it was also like furniture. Was that the same? Was that the same or no? Okay, let's see if this is in the right metro that I am at. The logo looks the same. Yeah, they have home decor and stuff. Interesting, because I don't see any perfumes in here. Okay, true perfumes. What up, fam? Hi, Mitch. How are you? Hi, Babush. ETRO is an Italian fashion house and manufacturer of fabrics, accessories, leather goods, clothes, and fragrances. It's founded in 1968. Oh, really? I thought it was really old. I didn't know if it was like I thought it was like 1800 kind of thing. Okay. What? Well, I can't find it online. Either they don't ship to Canada, and that's why they have moved the stuff away from the website, because it's. But I don't see anything on their website. Don't they sell their fragrances on their website? This is weird. English. Yeah, strange. I don't see any perfumes in here. Isn't that funny? Like how come it's not on their website? Is it like they're gonna discontinue their perfumes? I don't know. Like I don't even see them for sale in here. So that is interesting. No, I don't see anything. Yeah, because there's a lot of them on the ETRO fragrances are on the discounters. So I'm surprised that it's not on there. I know that they had reformulated some of their things, so they had EDTs, and then they changed to EDPs at some point, and or like they have also EDPs. So some stuff they have EDPs and EDTs. So let's see what happened. Hi Raymond, how are you? I haven't seen you in a long time. Okay, what's going on in here? Hi Boo Boosh. I was finally checking out the Les Odorants. Oh, fragrance time soon will be time for the bar. Dushanville, I'm smelling quite. I'm smelling quite spa-like in Eucalyptus 20. Oh, yes, that's a nice one. Bar time 3000. I'm going home from my uncle's house. 400 kilometers of driving. Ooh, that's a lot of driving. That's a lot of driving. Although for Canada standards, isn't that much. It's actually considered close. So yeah, so I can't find them on their website. I don't know where they are and why I can't see them. Oh, here it is. There's some home fragrances I can see. But yeah, so interestingly enough, so ETRO MAGOT. So I think the first ETRO I've got, I think was Messe de Minuit, the one with incense, when I was back into like really my incense kick. So I got Messe de Minuit, like that is like about like 2021. And then I sold that one because that was really purely churchy incense. Like it was really just, and there was like ETRO fragrances are also not very complex. Most of them are not very complex. It's not something like, you know, with nuances and changing all the time. It's not like that. Like, anyways, to me, anyways. And that one didn't have much other than incense to me. Now I know, like, it might be different for anyone, other people who have tried it. So I sold that one. Then I got heliotrope, which I really like the heliotrope. Oh, shit. Okay. Which I really like the heliotrope from their fragrances. And that is still in my collection. I've never sold that one. And then I kind of never wore like much of it, much of it until I kind of got back into, I think this last time when I was in Italy, I saw them in the store, like in the Mazzolari store. Like, and again, if anyone is going to Italy, make sure that you visit the Mazzolari stores. And when I was there at the Mazzolari store, I saw some etros. And I was like, oh my God, like, let me try these. And I like this kind of like fragrances that are generally well made. And the prices are also very reasonable on discounters. I don't know what the retail is because I can't even find a retail store for them. But they are on discounters all over the place. And their prices are generally like very affordable. So I don't see Magot on their website either. I don't think that there's any I don't see any. Maybe it's just because my location is Canada. I don't see anything from them, but it is interesting. So they have lots of fragrances. I think it's about 41 fragrances, perfumes in their house. The newest is in 2024. So they haven't come up with anything in the last couple of years, which makes me wonder where the brand is going. There's so many different ones. I also have Jacquard. I don't know how you call that. So I went through basically all of them and picked the ones that I thought I would like because they had some what do you call it, iris in them. I had Patchouli, ETRO Patchouli EDT. I sold that one because of the scent association. Because of the scent association. I didn't sell that one just because I didn't like it. I just didn't like who recommended it to me. So and that way I sold it. I don't see there's a 238 for 100 ml in the US on their website. Oh, so you can see them on the website. It's interesting. I wonder if Magot, it's Magot, so there's a T at the end. If this is discontinued, then if you can see it on their website and you can see others, I don't know. There is many, including, I think people here in Mitch's Discord or like a channel talk about Palais Jamais. I have never smelled Palais Jamais, so I don't know what that smells like. Actually, hold on, let me see if I can open it up. I'm also curious about the musk one from 2004. Palais Jamais. Palais Jamais. This one, it's an aromatic. Okay, so aromatic fragrance. It sounds like would be good for summer with petit grain, bergamot, jasmine, mandarin orange, birch, sage, musk, vetiver, and oak moss. That sounds cool. There are 13 available. The ADP are 238 ETTs are 179 for 100 ml. And I think Canadian price for these were like 110 Canadian for 100 ml, which is kind of what would be like $80, something like that for EDT. So I have never tried Palais Jamais. I know that's one of the famous ones in here. There's a bunch that I've never heard of, like vetiver. I would be interested in hearing what is it like. Some bottles also look really gorgeous. That white magnolia, is that the white magnolia you were looking at? That I love the design of that bottle, whatever it is on Fragrantica. I don't know if the real bottle looks like that. The design of bottle is so cool. And where are the notes for that one? White magnolia. Yeah, cedar, bergamot, amber, magnolia, hellebore flower. Base notes are musk and whitewoods. Interesting. And so let's going back to, it is Magot. It's a 1989 fragrance. So it's been around for a while. It's older than some of you in the chat. And the perfumer is Jacques Flory. Do I know anything else from Jacques Flory? I'm not 100%. Udaipur also sounds yummy. Yes, I think Rajasthan and Udaipur, like those are also the some of the famous ones. Okay, so Jacques Flory has worked for many prestigious brands, including Amouage, ETRO MAGOT, Orange, Parfum de Marly, Reminiscence, and Zurdjoff. Highly sought after, most complex incense scents, beautiful incense scents which have become a hallmark of his work. And he made Opus 4, never tried Opus 4. L'Enfant Terrible for Je vois la liturgie de Désor and Psychedelic. I don't know these other ones. Okay, now going back to the fragrance. So what I got from it right off the beginning, and I actually have not worn this in a long time, and I was kind of surprised by what it smells like, because I had forgotten. I knew it had iris, but I had forgotten what it smells like at all. They have a button-up shirt in paisley, fit 1500. Whoa. So I put it on, and immediately what hit me was kind of a rose, but I felt like the rose was. This is a very realistic rose in that it's not too sweet of the rose, although it has some sweetness. I felt like the rose could have had some, I don't know, it comes with a certain kick to it, and I immediately thought about this is either has some kind of woody green aspects of geranium, or it is actually patchouli that's making it like this, and it is patchouli. I don't see geranium here. It might be in the formulation, but I don't see it here. And sounds like it could be the patchouli rose kind of combo. And the patchouli rose combo, it's like it just makes the rose that much elevated, that much more beautiful. And it's one of my favorite combos, like patchouli rose, like your midnight poison. So many of the beautiful patchouli roses. And immediately I got that, but then there was also a little bit of spice, and I was like, me likey, like a tad sweet spice, and that's the clove, with a little bit of a vanilla. Iris is there, but in very much in the background. So I would say the rose clove, that kind of a little bit of a green kind of thing from patchouli, and tiny bit of vanilla. I take the scene for now. Like it's been a couple of hours since I've sprayed it, and all I can smell is those. I can't really. Rose comes out right in the beginning. Like it's not. I didn't even had a chance to smell citruses. I guess it has lemon and bergamot in the opening, but I didn't have a chance to smell it. Rose comes out really punchy in the beginning, and I haven't got lavender yet from it. Although I'm starting to smell the cedar, so the notes are iris, bergamot, rose, lemon, and the middle notes are cloves and lavender, and the base notes are musk, cedar, patchouli, and vanilla. And all the reasons that I kind of like, I want to sell some of my stuff. Like I really want to sell some of my fragrances and get rid of them. And like, I was like, oh, I haven't tried these for a while. Let me see if I like it, and if I don't, I will sell it. And no, this is lovely. This is lovely fragrance, even though I'm not a rose fragrance lover. So I don't like roses, especially like a single kind of rose note kind of thing. So it's not something for me. I GS Max? No, GS Max. Hi Maria, hi Toby. Even though this is not really, this is a grown-up rose. This is not like a childish or juvenile rose. This is not a cotton candy and rose kind of Delina kind of stuff. This is a grown-up, sophisticated rose, and very like a springy rose, like in that, like, because it has that nuances of a little bit of a green patchouli kind of thing. It gives it that, you feel like it's not really earthy. The patchouli is not really earthy, but it gives that fresh spring smell in the air. So I really, really like that about this one. And I'm coming around a little bit about the roses. Like I was never like a big rose lover, but there were some fragrances with rose that obviously I love. Like Midnight Poison is one of my favorite. But I'm coming around with the roses, but still like really sweet, jammy roses, and it's all roses, like especially like Turkish rose with like jammy kind of thing. It's still not my thing, but I really like this kind of grown up, spicy, having a rose with an edge. Um, Again, a tangent as usual that I go on tangents. Like, so when I was little, like our yard, it was like so houses in Iran generally have courtyards. It's not like like a concept of having an open yard where your neighbors can see into your yard. It's not a thing. Like we are quite private in terms of having our yards, and it's just not because we are hiding our woman. We are generally very private, and it's just the idea of like curtains open, everyone can see inside your like living room, or it's all those things are very private. So we have courtyards, and it's actually the yards are walled. So number one, it's also safety and security, and number two, it's being private. Like we don't want people, know our businesses. Like generally, that's the culture, and it's always been like that. It has never been in Iran like that I know of. It's over 300 years that anyone had open yards or anything like that. It's just never been the thing. So we usually have our houses in the courtyard. In the courtyard, it was like a big enough yard, and there was just kind of garden in the middle, and then like in a shape of a square, and around it is like paved, areas that like we had put like furniture on and stuff like that, and being on the street, like playing on the streets, um, it's not seen as classy. Like, so you don't really send your kids to play on your street or anything like that. Like, even though we had like this little alleys, like they weren't like a lot of traffic in them, but like, most families would not send their kids to play on the street, especially like especially their daughters. And it's not because it's not because we are hiding our women. Like, don't get me like that way. It's just like it's not well seen. It's not high class. Like to have your daughters playing on the street with other kids and whatnot. So the where my dad taught me how to ride bicycle was in our kind of garden, right? Like in our little courtyard. And my mom had planted rose bushes in every corner of the garden. So it was like huge rose bushes. Like by the time I was learning how to ride a bicycle, they were like taller than me, the rose bushes. And I remember like, my dad, like I had training wheels for a while, and then my dad would took the training wheels off. And I don't think he told me he had taken the training wheel. He was doing something in there, and I was just raring to go. And I was like, "What are you doing?" He's like, "Nothing." So I take off. And those turns were very difficult. Like I could balance on the bike, but like those turning every corner was difficult. And every single corner I fell on these rose bushes. And oh God, the thorns on those rose bushes were brutal, like brutal. But then immediately, it's kind of a bittersweet moment because I remember the roses were in bloom, so you could smell the whole like bush when you fell into it. Number one, my mom would scream from the other side, "You ruined my bushes!" I would fall into them, and the smell of it was fantastic. But at the same time, like the thorns are in your legs, like it's so painful. Maybe that's why I kind of like a rose with some sort of edge. Like, it can't be just all sweet. It has to be some bittersweet or some edge in it. Anyways, this is a little tangent of mine about rose fragrances. Like my other favorite rose fragrances, other than Midnight Poison and Portrait of Lady, from Frederic Malle. There's Incense Rose from Amouage. That's a beautiful fragrance. I really regret I did not get it when it was available in the old formulation. There's another one, La Col Noir from Dior. It's one of my favorite roses, and it's not a really. That one is not really like a grown up. It is grown up, but it's not very complex rose by any means. But it is the most beautiful rose, and I like it when it's a little bit cool outside. The rose shines on that one much more than it is like in the warmer weather. I absolutely love that fragrance, the Le Col Noir. I'm actually going to take a look and see what else in the rose fragrances I have. So the other one from Rose Fragrances that it's really worth trying, it is the Rose Sherry from Guerlain, which is the old what you may call it. The old version of it is French Kiss, which is kind of, I think it's Rose Violet Iris. It's that kind of combo, but Rose Cherry on its own is absolutely beautiful too. The other one that I took out the other day I didn't talk about, it's the Mitra-et-le-Parfum from Guerlain. It's one of the most beautiful roses, and it has that kind of sophistication into it. And for whatever reason, now all of a sudden everybody in Fragcom is looking for, like in the Guerlain community, is looking for Mitra-et-le-Parfum. Hold on. Let's see. Rose. Search my notes. Okay. Include notes. All right. There is lots of rose fragrances, and the new Shalimar, it's gonna be rose. Although I don't know if I'm looking forward to that. I'm hoping that they, what's her name? Delphine doesn't put something uber, what do you call it? It doesn't put something really childish or like a, sweet, Parfum de Marly rose. Like it's just really, what's going on in here? Why is it not working? Well, if I put rose, we're gonna get here. No. Fragrantica. What's up, fam? Hi, Broly. What is your favorite rose fragrance? since you are here, let us know. Fragrance goes lift up. Oh, am I gonna put it here? Include note. Okay, rose. Why is it not looking here? Like I'm trying to search all the rose fragrances and nothing is happening with fragrance here. Yeah, maybe it would. All and rose. Can you not? Oh, I have to select. This internet's so crappy in here. Black light. What do you mean black light? Lumiere Noir. Oh, Lumiere Noir. Oh, yeah. Lumiere Noir for even the Parfum is the like from MFK. It's that is a beautiful rose patchouli, absolutely gorgeous rose patchouli. Oh, and what I forgot is La Fille de Berlin from Serge Lutton, and they also have for La Fille de Berlin they have Confit de Parfum, which is kind of like a concentrated version, and that is absolutely gorgeous too. From Stella McCartney, I think that there's original Stella. That's one of the most famous rose fragrances that everyone is looking for. Myrrh from Hermesens, it wasn't my thing. It was quite meh. Let's see here. La Fille de Berlin. Oud Mood was too sweet for me. I could not take it. Never tried La de Femme, but I liked Dome. Yes. Rose Kabuki wasn't my thing from Dior. I did not like that one. It was very simple. Rose Amira from Guerlain. That is actually one of the later released, like in 2024, like those absolute aqua allegorias that are one of the most beautiful aqua allegoria in that absolute ones, and the rose in that one. And I think that is also a rose patchouli, if I'm not wrong. Hold on. Yes, that is also a rose patchouli. Absolutely gorgeous fragrance, totally worth looking into. Rose Centifolia Extrait from Guerlain. I have not looked into that. Does YouTube translate my comments? Apparently, yes. Mystical incense imitation man. Oh, right. I think imitation woman is also like some sort of berry with rose, and that's a nice one as well. Rose d'Arabie, that is a really nice rose as well, and I feel like that is a kind of a thorny rose with some patchouli. That's patchouli and rose. I had that when I sold it because I was just not wearing it as often, but that is a gorgeous rose. I guess Amber Nui has rose, but it's not like a dominant rose. I would feel like some other like fragrances is in there like taking over. Rose Tonnerre, which is Un Rose, right? I think it's the same thing as Un Rose, but I've never tried that one. I know Offenlicht has a bottle of that one. I've never tried that one. What else is here that I know? Capital from Diptyque. That is a rose and patchouli as well, and that is a beautiful one. I don't know if I kept the bottle or sold it because it was kind of like too many rose patchoulis in my collection, but that is a nice one as well. Dior Forever and Forever. Oh my God, this is an absolutely great fragrance. It's not really a too sophisticated of the fragrance, not too serious. You can wear it like on your grocery shopping trip or whatever, but nonetheless it is very beautiful. I believe Dior roses are generally very youthful roses, but this is absolutely gorgeous in that collection. It's one of my favorites. Roses vanille. What else is in here? Millésime rose is in here, but do they have the notes for Millésime rose? The notes for Millésime rose. Apparently, the top note's going to be rose water, bergamot, and almond. Middle notes are damask rose, May rose, and incense. Base notes are vanilla and patchouli. Let's see what it is. Hopefully, it's not Adelina. La Fille de Berlin. Radical rose. No, that was, I never tried that one. Amazonian Rose by Carolina Herrera. That's a nice one too, but it reminded me of something. I can't remember. Like this, I have smelled somewhere else. I felt like is this in kind of a little bit of a smoky rose? I had those one little kind of they come in this little mini sets when you can get them like in small miniature bottles. This one has some incense, yeah. So cardamom, mandarin, orange, damask rose, mate, incense, and sandalwood. This Amazonian Rose by Carolina Herrera. That's a nice one, but it reminded me probably of POL or like something like that, and that's why I didn't get it, or not 100% sure. Trying to open it up here. Do people say what it reminds them of? No, it doesn't have. Don't see. It reminds me of section. Oh no, it is here. Yes, Opus 10. That's the incense rose. Yeah. God, there's so many rose fragrances here. I mean, rose is generally used a lot in perfumes anyway, so it's understandable there would be so many. Have you, Paroli, have you tried the like a la rose from the MFK? Type rose. Signature Rose de Chine. I didn't like those rose trios of the Tom Ford. There was Rose de Chine, Rose de Russie, and then there was another rose. But I didn't like any of them. They were like very meh. Rose. Les Sable Roses from Louis Vuitton, not my thing. I know it's very favorite, like a common. Rose Barbare is nice, like a rose and peach, I think, the combination, but it's not really my thing. How was it, a la Rose, Paroli? Rose Gypsy wasn't my thing. Fetiche, Christian Louboutin Fetiche La Rose is like has a lot of like fans, but it's not my kind of thing. So I would pass on that. Anyways, I gotta go. Please like the stream, subscribe if you haven't, turn on the notification button, and later if you see something, if you have a rose fragrance that we did not mention here and it's your favorite, please let us know. And I thought it was me. Okay. I shall see you later. Bye bye. Have a great day.